Hi guys, welcome back to another Fallout 76 base build. Now if you haven't already, please ensure you join the Discord, the link is below. We have a ton of Fallout 76 players in there, all helping each other out, teaming up and showing each other exactly where items are being found. So today's base is a little different. Everyone knows I always build at the same position. This is exactly the same place, it's just down from the cliff that I constantly fall off of when I spawn in. Now, I thought I'd try to do one of these bases previous, but I just couldn't get it right. Now I'm still not 100% happy with this, but I think it's still usable. The reason why I wanted to do a cliff base was it's easier to defend because you've only got one area to worry about. Yes, people can jump down and top, but they can't really do that much, and you could probably build up further and put some sort of turrets up there. Now upstairs just a living area. It's a very simple basic base. Some people were asking me just to do something simple, something nice, but it was easy to defend, and this is what I come up with. Now I've got a series of 4 or 5 bases coming up which are going to be more PvP orientated, ranging from small to large. So this is the last nicety base that I'm going to do for probably a week, so I thought this would be a nice one just to finish off with before we start doing more of the PvP orientated bases. We're going to relook at the Guardian Angel as well and come up with a different way of doing that because I've now got better turrets. So there's a lot of key things for this to actually work, which I'll go through in the build itself, but it's a nice little run of how it works. Very simple, very easy, and it actually looks quite nice. So guys, without further ado, let's jump in and I'll show you how this is built. So guys, I've left the main structure in place just so you can see how it is, because that's probably the longest part. The stairs at the front, you just have to butt them up close as you can and just put them in place. Now you see the frames there. Basically what you want to do is put 2 foundations down and put 2 walls high to make sure the walls don't collide with the actual rock itself. Now this is a problem that I face quite a lot. Putting the bottom wall in first stopped me from putting the top wall in. Don't know why I'd done it. It's just a problem that kept coming up. So what I had to do was take away the bottom wall and put the top wall back in place. This is quite glitchy. It can be annoying. You just have to mess around and take walls out and put them back in. Once you get the top wall in, you should be able to put the bottom wall back in place. No idea why it does it. If someone does know, please let me know below, because it drives you pretty crazy. Because it's close to the rocks, it might pick it up as interfering with the rock, so you just have to mess around with it, rotate it, move to different angles, but once you get them in, that you'll be fine. Now you see it went green there, just keep moving about, it will drop in place, just bear with it. Once that's in, that's the annoying glitchy bit done. All you're going to do now is just close this whole section up. Again, you can see it's glitching around, don't worry about it. Close this bottom bit up. This is going to be like your main entrance section that you had. That foundation to your right that you can see is where the turret was sitting. So put your walls down, close them through. I'm going to put a door up top for the time being, just so I remember that as a room, because that's the little off ledge where your weapons workbench was sitting. But I'm going to keep that as a separate room anyway, because I don't like having anything else in there. But it's up to you, you might not want to put a door there, it's completely your prerogative. Now once this is locked down, you don't have to worry about floors for this section because you're using a staircase. Now start your floor running out from here. Now I find it easier to use the half floors. I don't know why, it's just really glitchy with using this. So if you put a half floor in place, put 2 of them, then you can run the rest of your floors off of it. I don't know why it does it, it's extremely annoying. But after that, put your grill floor in place, then put a solid floor next, then just work your way around as I'm doing now, and that's pretty much this section done. We'll wait till the end or further on and we'll do the floor for the exiting through the other door for where your weapons bench goes. Time being, we'll concentrate on this side. Now I'm using the metal walls and the brick walls. The brick walls I've already shown in my tips video. If you don't know about it, go and check that video out. It shows you which vendor I actually bought them from. 420 caps. I just prefer them to look better. Now put these in place. You can have windows, you can have doors, or just solid walls. It's up to you. Now you'll notice now these walls sometimes try and go backwards, so it's the outside. Even if you rotate it, all you have to do is walk over to the other side and put it in that way. Okay, the metal walls aren't as bad, but the brick walls just seem to want to push it all the time. Next, again, put your windows, close this whole section up, get it closed down. And these are the main rooms you're going to have your stuff in. As I said, this is a very basic concept. Now out here, this is where your turrets sit. Again, you'll see these don't really catch very well, just put them off this floor, drop them in there, then scrap the ones in the middle. Or you might want to keep them. Again, it's up to you. Put your turrets down, put them in place. These are probably going to be the main turrets that are going to be firing off, to be honest. Some people would say they don't like having them up so high. I personally like them high, so they catch people from a decent range. If they're down low, they can hide behind the little like rocks and stuff. This catches them and stops them from doing that. These work. Cookie Slayer, who you've probably heard in other videos, were messing around earlier and they just started taking him out because he'd hit me in a PvP mode and he couldn't come back for ages. Now, put the roof pieces in place. I like to use those tower pieces. I don't know why, I just think they're quite decent. Now, this section, you should be able to put a floor off straight away. If not, jump off. I found it easier to do the walls from below. I think it's just because the walls are about me were stopping doing it. So just put them in place, lock them in. And that is your weapon bench room, basically. So you've got like a little offshoot. I'll put it light on because it is getting dark. Unfortunately, it always goes dark when I'm building. I don't know why it does it. It's just pot luck, I suppose. Now, coming back in, you can really decorate this as you want, but we'll deal with the roof. Just close it all up, encapsulate it, then that's it complete. As I said, people can jump off the cliff onto the top of the base, so you might even want to put like a mesh roof up there or mesh floor. Just put a ladder up so you can use the floors and just encapsulate the ladder so it can be used. Then you can put turrets up there as well, or jump down and put the turrets on as well if you're going to use a flat roof. As I said before, you can decorate it as you like. These are just examples of what you can use. You don't have to do it in this fashion. I've got all the workbenches apart from the power armour. That's the one thing I'm looking for now. If anyone knows what the plan for that is, please let me know in the comments. I've been looking everywhere for it. Now, this bed was bought from the item shop, so if anyone's wondering, that's where I managed to buy it from. I just think it looks quite smart. Again, with the nuclear stash box, I managed to get that from claiming items in the game. I didn't actually buy that. Again, put your workbenches. As I said, this back room for me was the workbench room for my weapons. I like to keep it separate so I know exactly where to go, because I always forget which bench is which, so I try and put them in some sort of order. I've got a Tinker's bench as well. For anyone wondering how I get all the plans, I just do quests. That's all I do. I haven't bought any plans apart from the brick wall. It's literally the only one that I've purchased so far. The rest of the plans I've just got from in-game. Now, I'm not exactly a high level. I think making this video I was level 31. Not very high compared to some guys who are like level 87. Again, outside, decorate as you want. I'm not a big fan. I'm just showing as examples what you can use. I always put the stone barricades out. I've started using these little fences because I'm a bit higher up. Usually I use the roof piece that slants at the sides. If you watch previous videos, you'll know that. Again, put your door on. Make sure you put a lock on it. I managed to walk into base last night and just use all the stuff. But I did put traps in place and it did actually hurt me quite a bit. This is the floor piece that we left previous. Put your turret in place. You can put a turret outside if you want on the floor. Up to you really. Now, the last turret, I've left this till last just to show you can do this from the ground as well. Put the grill in place, put it down, and you can actually put the turret on from down here. So you don't have to worry about it till the later stage, because I know a lot of people struggle with gears still. So guys, that is it. As I say, a lot of people were asking for a nice little base, which was easy to defend, and I think this kind of ticks most of the boxes for that. I said I wanted to do a cliff base for a while, and I'm always falling off the cliff face of the actual area where I build at the minute. So straight above here is where I normally build. If you don't know where that is, you can find it on the tips video. I show the location, and I've shown it in a couple of other location videos as well. Now moving forward, I am going to try and do more PvP type bases. Like I said, the Guardian Angel is going to get a rework now. I've got the better turrets, so I'm going to look at that as well. I'm also looking at a base that is self-sufficient, where we use all the water purifiers, a nice little farm, everything else, but it's very defendable. I've got a good idea of how I'm going to do it, but I just need to find the perfect spot for it. We've also got another base which is a bit of a request, but it actually sounds quite cool to do. It's probably going to be out the weekend. Now, it's going to be a rework of an old base from Fallout 4 that was actually part of the game. We're going to try and emulate it as best as possible, so hopefully that should work out quite well. So guys, as I said, a lot more bases coming from me. I am working on a trap base that actually works quite well at the minute. I'm still testing it to make sure it does work in actual game mode. I've only tried it on people who are actually playing with me just by taking off my friends list. But at the moment it's in works, so keep a lookout for that. If you're wondering why you need a trap base, because scrap can be picked up from the bags, so it works out quite well. So guys, that is it for me today. I'll catch you in the next one. I go la 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 la.